Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum to all of you. I hope that you all are fine, happy and fresh. This is your science teacher Muhammad Mashood Khan, and today we are going to discuss a topic from chapter number 11, that is the environment, and the name of the topic is Woodland Structure. We have discussed this topic in the previous lecture also. We have discussed in woodland structure there are four layers, and these four layers are tree layer, shrub layer, field layer and ground layer. And we have discussed the tree layer and the shrub layer already, and today mainly we will discuss about the field layer and the ground layer. When we were discussing the shrub layer, we discussed the three different types of the shrubs. One we call the shrub, that means the undergrowth woody plant bushes. Like you can see in the picture, there are leaves, and beneath it there is a stem, and above it there is lot of leaves. It is covered with leaves. So this is called a shrub. The next is the hawthorn. The hawthorn is the one which is having thorns in it. Like there are a lot of thorns in it. It is from the rose family, and it contains stems, leaves, thorns, and sometimes fruits or sometimes flower. The next one is the bramble, and we said that bramble is a prickly scrambling shrub of the rose family, especially a blackberry. It is kind of a shrub, and it has thorns, also little thorns sometime, and it is rough it is physically very rough. Like the stem and the leaves are very rough in shape, and example is the blackberry, blueberry and other different types of berries also. They have rough kind of shrubs. So these are the different kinds of shrubs which we have, and sometimes we experience it in the woodlands. Okay, now coming towards the main topic, that is the today's topic, that is the field layer. We will continue from here. Field layer is the one we say that the length of the field layer is 0 to 2 meter. It means that from ground maximum height can be 2 meter or 2.5 sometimes. And it says that the field layer is made up of the herbaceous or non-woody plants like grass, ferns and woodland flowers such as primrose and bluebells. So like field layer, as the name is telling, that it is on the field and its height is maximum 2 meters. And it contains, the example of it is what kind of stuff comes in the field layer. That is like grass. Sometimes the grass is large, sometimes it is very small. So a grassy layer is also the third layer of the third part of the woodland structure. It contains flowers. It has a stem, and it has simply a flower, just like as primrose or bluebell. And sometimes it contains it can be any plant having a height of from 0 to 2 meter. It will be in the category of the field layer. Coming to the next slide, now you can see there is a picture given. There are ferns, primrose and bluebells. You can see ferns are like one big stem on which there are feathers, like the birds have the feathers for flying. So same you can see here in this picture, it has ferns. In the second one there are 6 pictures of given the primrose. It is a category of you can say different kind of flowers are included in that category. The basic concept behind this is that to show you that these are the part of the woodland structure, and we are talking about the field layer, and we say that the field layer is from 0 to 2 meter. So you can check out that the length of these plants which are having these flowers like bluebell, primrose or ferns, their height is almost about 0 to 2 meter. So these all types of flowers and plants, they are in the category of the field layer. The next is the ground layer. The ground layer is up to 3 centimeters. The ground layer covers the surface of the soil. Mosses and lichens are found here. So ground layer, as it by name it shows that it is on the ground obviously, and it covers the 0 to 3 centimeters, up to 3 centimeters. Like you can see mosses, like it's like a fungus, like you can see the greenish part on it. So this is mosses, and the other picture you can see the whitish part, this is lichens. So this mosses is up to 3 centimeters. So this is also we call it it is also the part of the woodland, and it is the fourth layer of the woodland structure. Coming to the next slide. Now you see animals move freely between the layers. For example, squirrels search for food in the ground layer but move to the tree layer to sleep and breed, and the birds nest in the tree layer and feed on the berries in the shrub layer. Now, like in this slide, the information that is given to you is that in a woodland structure, we said that the woodland structure is of 4 layers. The fourth layer we talk when we summarize this all about the woodland structure. It says that the animals or the birds which are living in, they move very frequently between these layers. Just like they have given the example that squirrel search for food on the ground, but it lives on the tree and sleep on the tree and breed on the tree. It comes down for the search of the food for some time. Similarly, birds make their nest in the tree layer and feed on them berries in the shrub layer. So basic message that is given to you here is that the woodland structure contains 4 layers, and birds and animals move frequently between these 4 layers. As you can see in the picture, there are different types of the woodland structure given. One we say is the emergent layer, the other is the canopy, the other is the understory, then the shrub layer and the forest floor. They are almost the same names, names for the 4 layers. Like the forest floor means that is the field layer, we call it the ground layer. The other one is the field layer, the above one is the shrub layer, and on top it is the tree layer. So these are all the different parts of the woodland structure. Like in jungle, to summarize this all, how we will summarize that how the woodland structure is and how the plants and animal live. To summarize this all, we will say a woodland structure contains 4 layers: tree layer, shrub layer, field layer and ground layer. So what is their importance, or how they play the important role for the living things? It plays the important role in terms of like the animals and birds, they live in it, they get their food from these all, and they frequently change their layers. Just like the example is given about the squirrel and the birds. Like squirrel can search the food on the ground layer, but it lives on the tree and sleeps on the tree. Similarly, birds makes their nest on the tree, but they search their food in some other part of the layer. So this is something about the woodland structure. I hope that you have learned this all, and if there will be any question